Thank you for watching the vlog, and today's vlog will take us through to Gunthorpe along the Trent, and you can see how low the water actually is. So this is a trip that I used to do many years ago with my parents, so it'll be interesting to see if I remember any of the parts. So the lockkeeper was on call, which is fantastic for us, and he told us what to do and how to do everything, and we eventually got out onto the Trent. I must admit I am missing the canals. These big locks are not my cup of tea really. It was very quiet. We hardly saw any boats pass us at all all the way up there, but as you can see, it was very pretty and surprisingly green for the lack of water that we're having. And the further down the Trent we went, you could see the fields and everything getting very brown. So farmers must be really panicking. And on the left here there was fishermen, and it went on and on and on. There was loads of them. So we were trying to stay in the middle so we weren't going to annoy them. There's nothing worse than falling out with the fishermen. So you can see on the left hand side here a couple of boats moored up and the big building, which is a pub. It looked quite popular, there was plenty of cars and everything, but the moorings were no good for a narrowboat, and the cruiser had moored in the middle anyway, but it didn't look particularly safe. It's just a shame because obviously it would have been an ideal place to have moor up and have a couple of drinks before carrying on to Cromwell. It was a lovely cruise and the weather wasn't too bad. As you can see, it's very cloudy, but at least it wasn't really hot. Windy in a couple of areas, but it's when there was no trees around, it seemed to be quite blowy. But we really did enjoy just cruising along and having a chilled out cruise. see the Gunthorpe Bridge in the distance, and it's a very, very busy road. And I know I used to go across it occasionally when I was going into Nottingham, and in the winter this really does flood badly, and the amount of times it's closed is unbelievable. It's always very busy, especially around between 7:30, 8 o'clock time, and then in the evening 6 o'clock it gets even busier. And so we were looking out for the moorings, and as you can see they're just coming up to them on the left hand side. So the pontoon moorings, obviously because of the floods that they have so much, and there's you can get quite a few boats down, because you can get them at the back as well as the front of the mooring. So we were lucky that there was a space, and we pulled in and got all set up and pulled up here. You can see the ducks were asleep, but they soon moved off, and Mexi liked watching them and got quite excited. There's a pub which I must admit food we had problems with, and then the next day they didn't even cook anything. They said that the kitchens were closed. I think there were some issues with the chefs there, but the good thing was that we spent, I think, 2 days here, that's all, and there was a good sized pontoon, so Mexi could get her paddling pool out, which she thoroughly enjoyed, as you can see here. And we used to have a swan visitor most days coming to see us, and they kept hissing at Mexi, but it doesn't seem to faze her at all. And the best part was walking along the riverbanks past the lock, and it was just beautiful. Mex thoroughly enjoyed going paddling. She won't swim, but she paddles and tries to chase stones. If you keep throwing stones for her, she'll play for hours and hours. Over her eyes. That's better. The weir, which is a horrible weir. Thanks ever so much for watching, and if you haven't done so, please do subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
I just want to say a big thank you from all the crew on Never Too Late for everybody that subscribes and keeps watching our vlogs. Don't forget you can comment too. Thanks ever so much. Bye.